Good morning. I'm Casey reporting for 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃 Collections in Buchanan, Virginia. It's a pop-up opening day. It's Sunday. It's October 16th, and we're going to try it again. So let's do this. We're going to be open from 9 until 5 today on Sunday, trying our hardest to provide an extra shopping day. I know that is more convenient for many of you. You've got so many obligations, let's say on Saturdays, well, Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays when we're open from 9 until 5. So we are trying to pop open yet again today, this Sunday, October 16th, from 9 until 5. So if you're out and about today, we'd love to have you in store. It's 56 degrees here in our little quaint town sleepy town of Buchanan on a Sunday morning. It's shortly before 7. There are 39 days until Thanksgiving, 70 days until Christmas, and our job as the holiday elves is to make sure we give you every opportunity we possibly can to come in store, or if you can't make it in store, to call and screenshot some items that you might like and send those over to 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃 Collections with an S, marketing@gmail.com. You can always buy over the phone and we'll hold for pickup. Let me tell you, it was a record-setting week here at 𝗧𝗂𝗁𝗃 Collections. About 30 boxes, a truckload of furniture, also included frame prints, a pallet of wildlife rugs, 7 or 8 new Kerosene rugs restocked, and the list goes on and on. But we survived. We're on our feet, and we've been grateful for a busy 3 days. But you know what? Let's do it again today on Sunday from 9 until 5. I wanted you to see some cute little American-made scarecrows in case you're finalizing your touches as far as your fall decor is concerned. I don't know why they're still here. They're just adorable. Again, American-made. A couple of furniture pieces that we've been out of stock on for quite a while. This is a great server, or as it's called, farm buffet, tucked neatly back here. But notice it's got 2 doors and 3 drawers, and this is the first time that we've had it in all black. This is also the time of the year where people really start asking for bookcases, and many times they need 2 of them, and that's just it. We're either feast or famine. So right now we've got 2 of this all black bookcase. It's got shelves that go all the way to the bottom. So if you fall into that category, $5.50 each, that's definitely something that would work for you. If you just need 1 bookcase, and again, it's just, I don't know why, but it's fall's a hot time of the year for bookcases, and we're just really depleted in some regards. But this is a beautiful one in a black satin finish with Michael's cherry as the accent color. We certainly have this one, and you'll see some others along the way. Sunflowers, I love them, you know that, and anything bee. So we are restocked on all things related to that. All restocked on everyday product, restocked a final time. Take my credit card away from me. I am a Christmas fanatic. That's the only season that gets me, but I couldn't be out of Christmas before Halloween. I just couldn't allow that to happen. So right now, what we have is literally, I'm going to take my credit card away from myself, all that we will have until Christmas, but we restocked. We've got a lot of cute goodies in, and I realize I'm showing you fall goodies at this time, but just in case you need a few finishing touches, you can see we've got lots of little small American-made pumpkins left. There's some larger ones over there, and then behind our new pilgrim gnomes, you can see larger items as well. We're restocked on all things trucks, so these larger trucks, not only in red, but also in a light green. That's beautiful, not only for the Christmas season, of course, year-round, but it's also pretty as we were putting together displays for spring. And yes, don't be a hater, but we've already gotten a lot of spring goodies in. Our goal is to have 3 seasons in the store at any one time. So if you're traveling to shop, then you can have that temptation at the candy store, right? Temptation at the Amish Furniture Home Decor candy store, and possibly pick up a few goodies along the way. Here at the front of the store, I've shown you this many, many times, but a couple extra things I wanted to point out. We still have our 5-drawer large all maple island, and this one becomes a customer favorite always around the Christmas season. That's that one where couple decides, or you can figure out usually the one that decides, this is what I want for Christmas, and there you go, away we go. We are still able to contract delivery. Typically, they're going out on Wednesdays. We are trying to maximize the number of deliveries that go out each day. Therefore, it may become on a 2-week schedule. We'll just have to see. But if there's anything that you want to go out this Wednesday, then it's important to come in today, because right now I don't have many deliveries set up. So we're not going to have them out this Wednesday unless we get some rather large orders that need to be delivered today. Notice a brand new item from our framing company. They also do these wonderful indoor-outdoor weather-resistant signs. They're starting to make sleds. So they didn't have a lot of them. I didn't want to grab all of them, but I wanted to just grab at least this one. I think this one is the one that's left. So if that's something you have an interest in, then be sure to grab it here at the front of the store. Our cardinals are incredibly popular. We got more in, but no sooner than we get them in, they blow out the door. So a good word to the wise if you're shopping, and many people that had never shopped here before, and despite being told, hey, if you see it here on your first trip and you like it, grab it. You know, when they went back around to find the item they were looking for yesterday, it was all gone. So you can always put the goodies back, or we can put them back for you when you get to the register. But ultimately, those shopping bags or a buy or hold area is a great way to grab the items that you think you want as you go along the shopping experience. And if you go one direction in the store and then turn around and go another direction, I promise you're going to see all kinds of new and different items. But the point is, grab a bag. If it's breakable items and you don't want to include them in the bag, we've still got our little buyer's hold table, right over here. And I'll get that cleaned off, of course, before we open, because it's another pop open day here at 𝗧𝗂𝗂𝗏 Collections on Sunday, October 16th, 39 days till Thanksgiving, 70 days until Christmas. And where exactly did 2022 go? Who knows, right? I say it's the older I get, the faster they go. And I think some of that's true, but just all the other things that we juggle each and every day, I think kind of factor into that as well. While you're out and about, and of course, we're restocked on timer tapers. And if you've seen the last couple lives, you've seen all of that. So trying to show, those items that maybe if you haven't seen the last two lives, then I'm kind of passing over them at a quick glance, but to show you some different things this morning as well. But while you're out and about today, don't forget about Miscellaneous in Fairfield, 18 years strong with no plans to retire anytime soon. We are open there Thursday through Sunday now. Just Mom needs an extra day to kind of keep it all going. 10 until 5. Smaller store without a furniture focus, but a delightful assortment of home accents. You're always going to find something that's just a little bit different. You see here in the foreground our year-round #1 selling print, and it's called Autumn Grazing. It's by Bill Saunders. He's an artist out of Canada, and he does realistic watercolors of lifescapes, if you will. So that's incredibly popular. We have 2 of them in the house, and that might be something that catches your fancy. We are restocked, reloaded, and can also order frame prints. So you'll see as we go around, we try really hard this time of the year in particular to always have a good selection of wildlife prints. So we'll definitely show you some more of those this morning. And what did you think you were going to do today, right? Have a day that taking it easy, or clean the house, or do those things that we love to put off? Well, put them off. Come on out to 𝗧𝗂𝗏 today. We're here from 9 until 5. And, as the saying goes, each and every time we do one of these pop-up openings, it's BC for me, okay? So 𝗧𝗂𝗏 is BC, and that means before coffee, so bear with me. I feel like I got up with the early bird worms this morning. But every time we do these pop-up openings, there you go, try that 3 times, we're always delighted if we make one person's day. Then we're done. I mean, we're just completely happy and satisfied when we've made one person's day. But if we make a lot of other people's day along the way, and I got to tell you, last weekend was phenomenal on our days we popped open. People were so gracious, so happy, delighted to have an extra day to come shop. And believe you me, we would love to be back open 5 days a week on a permanent basis, but there's a lot of juggling that's going on, just the normal, the picking up the furniture, the processing 30 boxes boxes of freight, a truckload of furniture, a pallet of rugs. I mean, there's just lots of juggling. Don't forget all the office work. Yep, that falls on my plate too. So there's just a ton of things that we have to do to make sure that we keep all of the balls in the air as opposed to dropping them. So know that when we can pop open, we will pop open, but we are also trying to make sure that we keep things looking as good as we can in store and then also as safe as possible. You know, lots of times when we're reworking displays, it's not the time to have folks in the store. You can see here a bereavement section as well. Again, it's got to be fluffed up and puffed up, but you know, we're coming off of a very busy day yesterday. Cute little signs make great gifts. Hold on, let me overthink about it. Okay, I love that when I bought it. You can imagine why. Children are not distractions from more important work. They are the most important work. So cute signs along the way. We're restocked on the little small wooden shelfies. So if you glance through here, you'll find some new ones as well. A book. How do you sell a bookcase? That's my question this morning. How do you sell a bookcase? Why, yes, you fill it with product, and we're delighted to empty that product out. But the coffee section moved in haste yesterday as we were selling a hutch at the front of the store. So you can see here all things gnome and coffee have made its way to this shelf right beside of our strand lighting. At some point soon, we're going to try to get this back on the wall, but if you're looking for the 2-pack silicone bulbs, or the bulbs with the larger base, I have a few of those. Finally found a supplier that had them. If you need the 20 count rice lights, the 35, the 50, or 100, and we are getting low on some of the 50 and 100 lights. And of course, I'll restock and make this look better this morning. But for the moment, we are in stock on those. All things gnomes, sunflowers, and daisies, of course, have moved a little bit again as we've sold some of the furniture yesterday, but we know the house rules are no fussing, no cussing, and no back talking. I can't be the only one that heard the word sassy and back talking. Let me tell you, I only had to hear that a few times and I knew what came after it, and I didn't do that stuff very often. But it's always fun to see those things that remind you of the past on signs, of course. If you need some fall wreaths, you can see we're still in assortment. Our fall decor is getting really low. This is going to become a Christmas displayer sooner rather than later. But garlands and things that are left and flags and more fallish looking prints over here, still fall going through here. And then we switch right into Christmas garlands and flags. Restocked on a lot of different sprays as well as wreaths and smaller candle rings. So grab them while they're in stock. And then, of course, this will become a Christmas displayer as well, mixed in with the park lamps. Restocked on a lot of park lamps, including this one. It's not lit up yet, but it is a customer favorite. We've waited months for it to come back in stock. It's a tall onion lamp in red, and it's beautiful lit up. It's a kind of a country red is what I like about it so much. And you can see we've got plenty of shades. And of course, our Blackstone lamp that's up here with the star finial is always our #1 selling lamp. It doesn't matter the room it's going in. It's always our customers' favorites. So, or favorite, if you will. Also, this one, the iron lantern lamp, is incredibly popular. We just got restocked this week on that. Some things that I haven't had a chance to tell you about in the prior live, so I wanted to take the time to do that today. Freight prints are pretty much everywhere, so stacked out so you can glance through them. Depending on the space that you need, these are 16 by 20, I believe, prints. My mind's slipping me. Remember, it's BC before coffee. That's a dangerous time of the day. But anyway, their larger prints are stacked out there, always adding to kind of this bee, gnome, feel-good section over here. And you know, silence is golden unless you have young children. Then it's just suspicious. The cute thing about this sign is it is double-sided. Mom, well done. I'm awesome. So cute little sign there as you're working to maybe buy some gifts for, you know, your sister's kids, whatever the case may be to give out for Christmas presents to the mom. You know, all things enamelware, swans, and white daisies are kind of in this section. And we're going to be working on these sections. I keep saying that, but we've got to get a large amount of freight in, and that happened this week. Now we can tool and get things kind of rearranged and fluffed back up. But you can see a ton of goodies. Here are those red trucks that I showed you earlier, but you can get a better view. Up underneath here, we've got some coil type rugs. A house is not a home without a cat, and of course, we wouldn't leave the doggies out. The other one says about the dogs. All kinds of small Christmas signs restocked along with the resin alpine trees. The breakage rate has been incredibly high getting these shipped in. So out of 6, I think 4 maybe weren't broken, or 3. That kind of slips me, but those are the only 3 that we have. This little shelf is an incredibly popular shelf, and it keeps blowing out. But some of the palette art that was there yesterday and that's left, you can kind of see. These birds, buddy, they were a customer favorite yesterday. They were blowing out the door. So we worked really hard, because birds are very, very popular, to get as many different styles in the house as we possibly can. So what are you going to do today? Of course, come to 𝗧𝗂𝗏. I did a Facebook post last night. We were able to dot enough I's and enough T's to feel like that we could get open today. So Facebook post last night, just and it was the early bird gets the worm theme. So it was a lot of roosters in a post to let you know that we were opening. As always, I promise you live between 7 and 8 if we are going to pop open on a Sunday or any day. Between 9 and 5, and then I promise you an email by 9. And usually I try really hard, if I can keep the lives under 35 minutes, to drop the link for the live in the email. So for folks that don't do Facebook, then they also have an opportunity to see kind of a tour of the store. I've also been working harder to move our live videos over to YouTube. So in case, there are a lot of people that just don't want to be on Facebook. Facebook don't, hold my post because I'm saying something bad about you. But anyway, the moral of the story, and it's not really bad, it's just personal preference. There are people that do not want to be on Facebook. So what does that mean? We're working harder to drop these videos onto YouTube, to drop our commercials onto YouTube, and to drop our Facebook Live YouTube links, so to speak, into our emails as well. So do keep that in mind. If you don't already get our emails, or you know someone that would like to get our emails, you can sign up in store, of course, or you can go to our website, which is the 𝗧𝗵𝘂𝗏𝑠.com, and sign up or subscribe from there. And we'll start getting those emails out to you within a couple of emails for sure. Our park braided rugs are so soft. They're wonderful. So whether you're looking for 20 by 30, or let's say the 3 circle runners, or I believe these are also the 2 foot by 6 foot runners, we have them. The largest that they carry are in 4 by 6, and we have those as well. Just not a great way to display them, but we've got them here, and I think that's what counts. We're sneaking in a little spring along the way, so you can see some little country bunnies here on top of our Lancaster Legacy Island. And if I give you a really wide shot, we are totally packed with inventory. We are at the top of my inventory number that I want to be at. And that means come on in, because if you can't find something here, or you're looking for something different, then please let me know any categories of product that we aren't carrying that you're looking for. But to the best of my ability, we have everything that I can possibly get my hands on that I think you might like or need, because sometimes it's just a need, right? We need it. We need a gingerbread man. We need a gingerbread candle for the holiday season. Whether it's furniture or home decor, here at 𝗧𝗏, we're trying to have it all, a little bit of everything. This hutch is one that's been restocked. It is a 2-door hutch. We've waited 5 or 6 months to get that in. And if you're in the market for tables, well, you can see we have them. We're working to update our website yet again for what came this week. But whether you're looking for 6 foot, 8 foot tables like you see here, 42-inch round tables, we've gotten a few questions on those. Square tables in a beautiful special walnut finish. 48-inch round tables with beautiful table accents on them. It's a little bit full this morning, but this particular runner is oh so beautiful with the cardinals. We did bring in the napkins sold in sets of 4 for that as well. Or perhaps you're looking for a 48-inch round table. Well, we have those also. So as far as I'm concerned, in the 8 years that we've been here, if I can even remember that long, it feels like 80, but nonetheless, delighted to be here and still be here, hopefully for another 8 years. No plans to do anything different. The point is, I think this is the largest selection of tables that we've had this time of the year going into when people usually want them the most. Right before the holidays or right after the holidays where they're taking those Christmas, the Christmas money, etc., tax money that comes back and, want to invest in some new furniture. Let me put it to you this way, like everything else that we're buying on a daily basis, none of this stuff's going down in price. I mean, it's sickening, and I'm not a fan, but it's not going down in price. So if there's something that you need, and needs, wants, you can work those out. But if there's something that you need, what you're earning is far less than the price increase it's going to be, and just fill in the blank, whether it's months, weeks, whatever the case is. So just do bear that in mind, as you're putting it off and thinking, I'm going to pack this away and blah, 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 blah. We've got to live in our homes and we got to have them comfortable. And darn it, if you've been putting off a table and you need it and the kids are finally grown and, because that's usually a stopping point for a lot of people. They don't want to get a new table until. It's always, I don't want to get this until. I don't want to use the new bath towels because. Well, listen, folks, I don't know about you, but as far as I'm concerned, I'm going to eat the cake, I'm going to use the towels, and I'm going to buy what I need because it's just so uncertain out there. And ultimately, I'm going to hop off my soapbox here as I show you another table we have in the house. It is a 42-inch by 5-foot extension table. It goes out to 9 feet. And it does have the 2 leaves right over there. I was glancing you here at the 4 chairs that come with it. So when it's at 5 feet, we've got you set up for those 4 chairs. And then this cute little shaker bench that's ever so sturdy is also part of that set. As we roll along the islands here, we're fully flush on those as well. These little schoolhouse lanterns, they are absolutely a customer favorite. So I think there were 6 out yesterday morning, and you can see in one day we're at 3. So I learned from that. I will do better at stocking those. The green trucks I talked to you about a little bit earlier, well, we just wanted to sneak in. Okay, don't be a hater. Remember, our job's to get ready. So when you're ready for spring, we're ready. And who knows, you might find some cuties that you want to give as Christmas gifts. But notice that we've got some sitters and some standers, and these do stretch out with their legs expanding. If you're looking for tabletop, well, we have it, mainly runners. If we have the placemats, they're certainly in the chairs next to it. Back in stock on a white Michael's Cherry Island. This is always a customer favorite. We can't keep it. We've got 2 saddle stools. And while you're planning to be out and about now, because now you know what you're going to do today, right? Pop opening here at 𝗧𝗂𝗏 Collections. Gotta go, gotta go. We're open today on Sunday from 9 until 5. Also miscellaneous in Fairfield. You might want to just take a trip up the Shenandoah Valley. We're open at miscellaneous from Thursday until Sunday from 10 until 5. It's very conveniently located off the exit 200. You go past the McDonald's to the stop sign, and you take a right, and we are in the left-hand side of the brick building that is on your right. So very easy, all kinds of things. You're always going to find something that's just a little bit different at miscellaneous. And that was the reason for the name. And if you hadn't noticed, notice it's spelled miscellaneous. It means, or it meant to us when we came up with this about 18 years ago at this point, a little bit of everything with the feminine touch. And so the goal is to always have something that's just a little bit different. So if you go up to miscellaneous today, give her a shout out, tell her KC sent you, and that way she'll know maybe you heard about it from the live. We also send out emails for miscellaneous, and of course you can just send that over to me and I can add you to that list, or you can sign up when you're in store here, or when you're in store up at Miscellaneous. So I've been sending out more emails for Miscellaneous than I have for here at KC, but we're working on that. I got 2 of them out this week, 1 for each store. Ornaments make great, of course, just that, ornaments, or they're also really cute as package toppers. So I think we have a good selection in right now that might work for some of that. And it's kind of cute to add a package topper or an ornament each and every year to a package. It's amazing how people look forward to getting those items. And sometimes you can get one where you can actually, use a Sharpie marker and put the date on the back, and, who you get or who it's from, so to speak. And that way, as the years go by, and, people put up multiple trees, because, of course, the ornaments, they just keep multiplying, then that's a great way to be able to remember who gave you which ornament. So certainly that light engraving on the back is always a good thing. We now have signs on all our tables. That's progress. In other words, the ones that came in, black Sealy, 6-foot table, it never lasts. The 3x4-foot table in special walnut accent color and smoke, again, usually sells within days of coming in. 6-foot sage special walnut, and you can see always a favorite over here, our buttermilk antique white from our satin vendor, as well as a cherry top. Islands along the back, another 3x4-foot table. And notice we snuck in some more spring, just tucked it in right back there with a little bit of spring flowers and some standers. Notice tons of frame prints all along the wall, back in stock on the 24x36 humpback bridge. And as we go around, you can see over here is more of our wildlife section and other things, but wildlife and animals, if you will. And you can kind of see as we take it around. This is one of my favorite, which the deer right beside the wagon wheel, and it looks so realistic to me. We are in stock on bedroom furniture lightly. We've got a 3-piece black Michael's Cherry, and that's right here, queen set that comes with the 6-drawer dresser, as well as a nightstand. And you can see our everyday low price there is $21.99. Other items can be ordered. We also have another 3-piece set with a king bed in the same color combination. We've paired that up with the 7-drawer dresser and a mirror for the 7-drawer dresser, and then we can order the components. So it's feast or famine with bedroom furniture. I mentioned to talk to us as we've gone along the weeks if there was a piece that you needed, and we could see if we could work it out. So we're really, really light at this point on some of the accessories. Pebblestone and Kona, which is this color right here. We still have a 4-piece set with a king bed, a 5-drawer chest of drawers, and 2 nightstands for $25.68. And we can order the matching pieces. If you're looking for open stock, things that can be purchased separately, we have this bed, which is one of our most popular colors, antique white cherry and a queen. We do have an extra black Michael's Cherry and a queen, and I believe we also have it in a king. So those 3 beds right now are all that we have as what we're considering to be open stock. We're continuing to add rugs to the sale table despite the fact that the ones I show you on top seem to always be there. But we're digging through there. We've sold a number of rugs out of there, and we'll continue to add some as well. As far as rugs are concerned, before I get to that section, we are now, to the very best of my ability, back in stock on our customer favorites over the years. So we've gotten in rugs from 4 of our suppliers, and they are in the store with the exception of wildlife rugs that, we're going to be unloading, the rest of a pallet of wildlife rugs this morning, but they are displayed already in the store. So we are as good as we're going to get as far as an assortment of rugs on 2 hanging racks. We've worked really hard to get signage on the rugs so that if you are looking for a rug in a different size, then we're able to tell you right on the sign. Again, we're operating on a small but mighty skeleton crew. But let me tell you, we're small, we're mighty, and I wouldn't have it any other way. And I'm just very blessed to have each and every one of them. But the point being, we're trying to give as much information as we can on signage so that we're not holding you up while we look up different prices. And of course, if we don't have the rug and we do need to get it shipped in, we can talk about shipping costs and how we can share in some of that. But usually the turnaround time, if a rug is in stock with our supplier, is somewhere around 2 weeks maximum. And that's on the high end side. Okay, so here we go. We've lightly put in a little spring decor over here again. Please don't be a hater. We're doing the very best we can to make sure that we grab product before it sells out, that we get it in time to get it displayed. And remember, we're still working on getting those commercials recorded. And you know, it's just so you know, I mean, my fall commercial doesn't get recorded in fall. And my Christmas commercial doesn't get recorded, 2 weeks before Christmas. In other words, everything is really in advance. So our spring commercial, we've gotten the product here, at least the first really large batches of it. And we'll likely be recording a spring commercial probably in early November, or at least that's what I've asked for. So that'll be the first one. Never put off till tomorrow what you can get done sooner. So the goal is to stay kind of early on track to make sure that we can show our viewers who may not see us in the Facebook Live. But remember, the byproduct when we do a commercial is it always gets the store in better condition. So it's been, a couple months, and I swore that I wasn't doing any more this year. Yes, I did swear that I wasn't doing any more commercials this year. But nonetheless, it's definitely time to do it. So let's talk about floral. I used to have this magnificent floral room. And remember, that was before we added on so many other things, and we're still trying our best to fit under one roof without building that second floor on the top. So, and that's a joke, by the way. But what does that mean? Well, listen, I'm tired of not having floral, and I finally was able to find some of the old floral that we used to carry from another vendor. In other words, floral's been really hard to find that's affordable and realistic. I've got a huge shipment order that I'm hoping is going to come by the end of this week. And again, remember, it's got to come in. We've got to wait for a day that we have, an extra person to price. I mean, there were hundreds of stems that one of our part-time people that works 1 day a week priced the other day. Hundreds of floral stems. That doesn't happen overnight. That's got to happen before we get them out here. So we've got a huge shipment of Real Touch floral. That's the floral that kind of feels rubbery and like a flower, if you will, coming in this week. This room right now is a hot mess, and we're going to be working on that this morning as we put some rugs away on our rug racks that are tucked way back there. We're going to get this in shape and likely utilize this displayer for our park braided. Now let's talk a bit about rugs. I mentioned to you that we got in a lot of rugs. We got in some of our favorite, some of your favorite new kerosene rugs. In other words, rugs that we've been out of. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to put my hand on each and every one this morning, but I did do a Facebook post that showed you the new ones that were coming in. We've got all kinds of wildlife scatters here, $29.99. All of our signage isn't perfect quite yet, but you can see up under there that it gives you the price for our in-stock wildlife rugs. And we do have 8x10 rugs that are in stock. If you're looking for in-stock wildlife runners, again, we're in great condition on those. They are all over here. We haven't had a chance to hang them up yet. I think the runners, again, we just dropped one of these tags here. The runners are $60, and we have an assortment of different styles all through there, and the packaging will tell you kind of which one it is. So even though they're rolled up, it does tell you what the particular item is. Our wildlife rugs, we've displayed them. We've put them down here at the end. Our Black Bear's Lodge rug is always our most popular, and we have that in every single size. Starting at a 5x7, we've got it in scatters, runners, and we also have it in a 710x10, 6, which is our what I consider 8x10 rug at 310. Don't forget, if you're out and about today, let me put a shout in again for miscellaneous, and I'll pop back for rugs, just like those commercials when we're watching a video, right? Don't forget the miscellaneous is open today from 10 until 5 up in Fairfield. We'd love to have you out at miscellaneous, where you're always going to find something that's just a little bit different. Delighted to be open for 18 years and working on a few more, that's for sure. No plans to retire anytime soon. So we'd love for you to check out Miscellaneous in Fairfield that I own with my mother. Again, where you're always going to find something that's just a little bit different. Back to the wildlife rugs. I'm going to try to show you these, one hand on the camera and one hand on the rug. We've been out of stock on this one. The name slips me for a long time, but you can see it's got a lot of detail. This one as well. Okay, let's see here. Foot, hand, eye, mouth, let's all work together. You can see the fish at the bottom of this rug. You can see the trees, lots of detail. Just a beautiful rug as well that we've been out of. If we look over here, this one has a lot of the deer antlers, and you can see, obviously it looks upside down from this angle, but if it were on the floor, what a beautiful rug that this definitely is. Trying to show you one more behind here. Notice this one, it has canoes in the middle and then lots of other details. Really hard to do this by myself. I did post pictures of all the wildlife rugs that came in a Facebook post just a couple of days ago. So you can always go out there on the Facebook post, and within that post, I also put links to our website so that you could see directly what the different prices are for the rugs. Here's another one that I think is getting ready to come down on my head, but the bear and the pine cone. Another very popular one has the fish on it, and you can see that at the bottom. It's got more of a neutral center, and then around the side you can see the paw prints as well as the pine cone. So wildlife rugs are something that we've been out of for a while, and we just weren't in good assortment on them. That's now changed. 𝗧 back in stock, and our 2 other rug vendors are as well. New bathroom prints in the house, all about animals and farm animals. These were definitely a hit yesterday. We're working to kind of recover and get these put up in a better way, but you can see some of the bath prints that I had in a post, Facebook post. They kind of are draped around the room the best we could do it in order to get the items out. So tons of goodies here at 𝗧𝗂𝗁 Collections, tons of furniture. If you really look, tons of home decor as well. And remember, how do you sell a bookcase? You fill it full. So the moral of the story is, of course, we're happy to empty any items that have product in it, to be able to send that home with you. It's a nice time of the year to reset, refresh, reset, and get ready for the holidays. If you haven't already done that, then, of course, we're delighted to provide some more fall decor that we have. Sunflowers, of course, are year-round. But as you look in each of the hutches, you're going to find other items that maybe you're not going to see at other places around the store. So who said this was a hurry-up store? It's definitely not. If you want to see all of the goodies, and if there's anything that you want to purchase or you just need a price on, remember, you can always screenshot it, unless it's very easy to describe, like a red candlestick, for example. And by the way, doesn't this look really cute with the snowman on the top? One of our customers gave us that idea yesterday. But you can always screenshot it and send it to 𝗧𝗂𝗁 Collections with an S, marketing@gmail.com, and we'll get back to you with pricing, or you can call us at 540-254-1489, and we are delighted to be able to sell the item to you over the phone if that's what you want to do, and hold it until you can come pick it up. Or if it's a smaller non-breakable item, as long as you're patient with us, we can get it shipped out to you. I skimmed over linens without much real discussion of those, but we are drop shipping linens each and every week from our vendors right to our customers. So if that's something that you want, just let us know as well. Or you can order off for our website, which is the 𝗧𝗂𝗁stores.com. And if we don't have it in stock, Likely, in many cases, we can get it drop shipped from our vendors right to you. So I better go solve that KCBC. What does that mean? KC before coffee, and let's turn that B before into an A for after. So for now, though, whatever it is you choose today, may you be blessed, may you enjoy the journey, and may you start right now and living your best life ever. Eat the cake, don't save the towels, get what you need, and who knows, throw in a few wants along the way. Tomorrow's not promised, and in 1 minute, that's not promised either. It can all change in a blink of the eye. If you choose to come see us today, we tried really hard. I got to tell you, I would love to know how many steps we've made this week. It would probably make me want to pass out because I feel it each and every day. But if you want to come spend the day with us, well, that's fine too. But if you want to come shopping, just let us know if we made your day, because you have no idea what it does to us when we know we made someone's day, especially when we are kind of retooling what we'd gotten into, which was a pattern of, for me, what other business paperwork, etc., I conducted on Sundays. And of course, for our team member that's also rearranging her schedule now when we pop open, but still getting, of course, 2 days a week off. So with that in mind, be blessed, enjoy the journey, and I look forward to seeing you when you're able to come see us.